You're watching episode
23
of Laxin at the Lair with our very special guest this evening,
Demi God TEZUS.
Yeah. What's going on, Lions Lair? Thank you for having me. My name is Demi God TEZUS, and I am here to perform some music for you today, and I hope you enjoy it.
Most days I see the way. Maybe later, but I cannot stay. Pretty soon I'll be on the move, so I'll catch you in the afternoon. Most days I see the way. Maybe later, but I cannot stay. Pretty soon I'll be on the move, so I'll catch you in the afternoon. Time and time again I write a single bar, then I start to overthink it so I don't get far. Cause my brain like a truck, think I'm stuck in the rut. Got me jumping mental hoops once you stuck in the loop. So I sit at home, contemplating different words they can break out the dome. Now so my hands getting bigger and the dress getting thicker. Still stuck on stupid, so my lights getting dimmer. My song is going off, it's that's all around me. Can't articulate just how, but I think that they found me. Red alert, it's time to go, boy, you already know that against is not my thing, so it's time to get ghost. And you could call me a coward, but I just cut them out like Goofy, that is my inner power. So you can say what you want and think what you think, but if you gotta ask me, you niggas are kinda mid. I know that don't rhyme, but ask me if I care. When I pick this beat back up, I'll leave you with blank stares. Pulling out your hair like it's talking souvenir. I how you looking crazy like Paris and Michael babies. This a walk in the park, I know you feel what I'm saying. You the one from the bark, but watch your mouth, little one, cause this isn't a game. I leave you foaming out the mouth, I have the shit you be saying. We're back on topic, it really is nostalgic to remember where you're from and how you felt so microscopic. So I'll take my time and move at pace is best for me. Coastal line is road to live my life actively. But all I'm doing is change at times. So all you need is pure focus and you'll stay in the lines. But right now I'm taking time for me, I'll see you soon. Maybe later on I catch you in the afternoon. Most days I see the way. Maybe later but I cannot stay. Pretty soon I'll be on the move, so I'll catch you in the afternoon. Most days I see the way. Maybe later, but I cannot stay. Pretty soon I'll be on the move, so I'll catch you in the afternoon.
Thank you. If you like that song, it's on all platforms. It's called Afternoon. It's on my latest album called I'm Fine by Demi God TEZUS. I'm gonna switch the flow just a little bit though. I like this song too. It's called Take Control. I survive off of power, and in my final hour, I'll step into my role and finally take control.
Roll up, I need this fucking multi-buns. I'm sober as fuck, there's no such thing as high enough. As I walk through the ass, so nothing about this is casual. Expanding my mind, and it's about fucking time. About the power, it's something you can call a flower. Intricate and complicated, not for those who cower. My state of being must be strong, for shit can always go wrong. It happens so quick, almost anything can make me tick. There's great rage inside me, maybe power, but I'm calm down. There's only about to break the fucking town. I am the calm before the storm, and as I stand in the eye, a word to the wise, a bliss can kill and see my sight. With a paralyzing gaze that slays your mind, struggles and hazes. You slip into a daze where you live is insane. You must be sick in the brain, but I'll be damned if I'm shown up at the peak of my game.
I survive off of power, and in my final hour, I'll step into my role and finally take control. I survive off of power, and in my final hour, I'll step into my role and finally take control.
You feel it shaking, look at your boots, I feel you quaking. Your soul is mine, I'll leave you in eternal binds. I am your new lord and master, living natural disaster. Bend to my will, you're only right to take a kneel. This game ain't easy, sometimes these players turn out sleazy. So corruptible, it almost seems inevitable. Is that really? The question is like, what's the dealie? Lo and behold, they offer them the flimsy millie. That brother sold out, that's why we see no sold out. And what we see is less and less of what he could've doled out. That won't be me. me. I reign supreme as you can see. The freedom to be, I live by that faithfully. My mind is my own, that's why I sit here on this throne. And you before me, be grateful you can witness glory. I am a maker of history, somehow shrouded in mystery. Unless you get gory, then you shall live to tell my story.
I survive off of power, and in my final hour, I'll step into my role and finally take control. I survive off of power, and in my final hour, I'll step into my role and finally take control. Thank you. If you can't tell by now, I like to jump around a lot as far as my musical output, for lack of a better term. I must be a game to you. This is like your third playthrough, treating me the way you do. I must be a game to you. This is like your third playthrough, treating me the way you do. Tell me the truth, did you ever really care about me? Or was I just a game, just someone else to entertain? Was it real? I need to know, otherwise I'll never let go. It's not fair, cause if you cared, then you wouldn't leave me in despair. This is like your third playthrough, treating me the way you do. I must be a game to you. This is like your third playthrough, treating me the way you do. Thank you. That one was called Third Playthrough. All right, so I'm gonna make an executive decision and say collectively that everybody here, their favorite holiday should be Halloween. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah, thank you. And so, as adults, we can't really go trick-or-treating anymore because that's fucking weird, or at least depending on where you go. But majority rule, I'm right. And so, as an adult, what do you do on Halloween? That was a rhetorical question. You go out and you get fucked up. You go to parties, you get stupid drunk with your friends and you do dumb shit, And you tend to have a good time. But what's crazy is when the bad shit happens that you don't see. People doing drugs, getting wasted, and worse, you see dead bodies.
TikTok, it's 4 o'clock. Ass cracking on the bodies laying on the floor. Blacked out again, I gotta go. I done did it this time, but I didn't know. But they're looking back at me as if I caused a tragedy, as if I caused a agony.
Why are you staring?
Hard to tell what's not happening, man. I think I'm imagining or I'm actually seeing dead bodies. Oh shit, watch your step. Blood's pooling on the floor, how could I forget? I need to retrace my shattered steps. What happened through the night, I can only guess. My mind's racing, my heart is thumping, quickly pacing. I don't know where to start or what I'm facing, this is crazy. Doesn't matter no more because I need to go. I need the help of the dough. It all started when me and Franny hit the market. We needed drinks to the party and I felt out of pocket. So let's grab the booze and hit the dash quick, bro. I ain't get that much cash and I ain't feeling frisky, yo. Let's do it quick then, we need to be there before 10. So I'll just grab the guns and you go grab the liquor, man. And when it's playing, we grab the lick and hit the dash. We even made a profit, someone lost the water cash. Pull it to the party, now you know it's getting started. Deuce in my cups, you know I'm about to get retarded. Shit was playing smooth and everybody chilling right. Then across the way, I heard what sounded like a fight. That's across the room, I'm getting angry, burning fumes. And they get starting shit, this party's right for certain doom. But I lose too much, my nigga hits the mosh pit. Franny in the middle, Lucci fucking started it. But something ain't right, it's something lurking out of sight. It's creeping in the dark, we about to have a rocky night. everybody twisting, turning like cyclones. People disappearing, when did it all go wrong? I'm blacking in and out, this fight is looking hella hazy. I'm walking with a stumble, feeling drunk and hella crazy. Last thing I remember, seeing people getting friendly. Next thing that I know, I'm waking up to bloody Franny. His body's on the floor, piles littered to and fro. Franny saw it all, but he won't tell me what he knows. The situation is intense, I need to keep calm. But fucking panicking, I feel like screaming for my mom. This shit's a bloody mess and everything is fucking wrong. I don't know what I'm doing, why they even write this song. It doesn't matter now, I'm about to die or go to jail. This thing is still in here and cops are on the murder trail. Tick tock, it's 4 o'clock. Ass cracking, all her bodies laying on the floor. Blacked out again, I gotta go. I done did it this time, but I didn't know. But they're looking back at me as if I caused this tragedy, as if I caused a raggedy. Why you serious? It's hard to tell what's been happening, and I think I'm imagining or I'm actually seeing dead bodies. Tick tock, 4 o'clock. Ass cracking, all her bodies laying on the floor. Blacked out again, I gotta go. I done did it this time, but I didn't know. But they're looking back at me as if I caused this tragedy, as if I caused a raggedy. It's hard to tell what's been happening, and I think I'm imagining or I'm actually seeing dead bodies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to Dead Bodies by Demi God TEZUS.
I got 3 more for
we
you
just gotta
guys.
stop fighting every other Tuesday, baby. Like, I love you so much, and we argue all the time. It just has to stop. Where do we go? How far have we gone? I know it took a lot of pain to get this far, and I'll fall apart. Hear your pains like broken stars. Where do we go? How far have we gone? I know it took a lot of pain to get this far, and I fall apart. Hear your pains like broken stars. Baby, I know we've had our ups and downs lately. Well, let's have a conversation so we can quit pacing. You're always on my mind, for good or ill. Your presence helps me unwind. I get confused about the love you left behind. Where do we go? How far have we gone? Oh, it took a lot of pain to get this far, and I'll fall apart to hear your veins like broken stars. Where do we go? How far have we gone? Oh, it took a lot of pain to get this far, and I'll fall apart to hear your veins like broken stars. Remind me again, you always leave the house, talk to your friends. Am I untrustworthy? Cause if you need to keep it secret, you can leave it with me. I should have your heart, cause I love you every day. I feel I'm doing my part. So tell me now, this relationship is headed straight for the ground. Come and go as you will. When you're not in my comfort, my heart just stands still. I don't understand, because the days go on, I feel less like your man. And if that's the case, just tell me now so I can give you your space. I won't force you to stay, cause I'm really not faking this game that we play. Where did we go? Get this far, fall apart, broken stars. Where did we go? Get this far, fall apart, broken stars. Thank you. You guys really know how to make 4 people feel like 40. Taking it slow with you is like watching the sunset turn into the moon. But this pain's too much, it's just too soon. Taking it slow with you is like watching the sunset turn into the moon. But this pain's too much, it's just too soon. Now I will admit, though I'm not new to this, it hurts every time that you cross my line. Tell me why you doing this. You are my whole world, my favorite girl. It just don't make sense. Experiencing this hurt. No, I ain't gon' get on this beat and talk shit about you like it was supposed to be productive. Honestly, it bothers me thinking about you constantly. I'm trying to move on, you see. You were my lover, unlike any other. You leave my heart with butterflies, and then you start to kill them. I guess you didn't feel them. You got my heart with sharpened knives. It never made sense. What the hell we weren't wrong when you could do no wrong? I guess it's not true, girl. You gave me the blues, that's why I'm writing this song. Hey. Now let's really get into it. Girl, you know you put me through it. Don't try to act innocent, your heart was never in it. Tell me why you acting foolish. Cause you never had to do this. You could've ended this on the first day. No, you never had to stay. No, you never had to stay. Please get away from me. Please, bitch, go away. Taking it slow with you is like watching the sunset turn into the moon. But this pain's too much, it's just too soon. Taking it slow with you is like watching the sunset turn into the moon. But this pain's too much, it's just too soon.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. And as a special little bonus, I got one last song for you that is unreleased. Yeah. It's called Subtle Anxiety. If you get my motif there. Hey, Patrick, turn this up just a little.
Hey.
Demi God TEZUS. You hear that buzzing in your ear, it's creeping up on you like an anxiety attack. No escape from that. Sometimes it hits you like a freight train, doubled over from the pain. Man, the feeling is strange. Or it'll look you in the face like a snake in your wake, working at its own pace. You try your best not to deviate, stepping 1 foot at a time, but it's matching you with grace. Don't run us on this nigga's having fun. It'll strike you with impunity, that's equal opportunity. A shadow ominously lurking, no place for immunity, best prepare your eulogy.
Take a breath, man, it seems you lost your grip on reality. Sense of self will fade rapidly.
But who are you? Manifested in my mind, an existential force created, guidance hope to find.
I am you, or at least the broken part, created to maintain what little left, as you would say.
Wow, that's kind of sad when you think about it. Thank you. Tell me I'm wrong. Tony, this is your favorite song. And if you tell me I'm wrong, I swear to God, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Look, I hear myself talking, but no one's listening. This shit is bizarre because I'm pretty fucking loud. I know I have your attention now because you're fucking with the sound. And unfortunately, you have to listen to me, bitch, and complain. And you could try to tune me out. I don't think you wanna miss what I have to talk about. It's time to open the vaults. This time to trick to my thoughts. You have now been involved, cause you got me fucked up. 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 Look. So what's the deal with relationships? This shit is pretty fucking pathetic. When you can't trust who you love, it feels like you're stuck in the oven. And no, it doesn't stop there. Only a matter of time before I start pulling my hair. I wanna tell you how I feel, but I know that if I keep it above, you have me stupid and stuck. I'm going crazy, my nigga, cause I was never this stressed. When I was single like Pringles, that much I have to confess. But I'll be honest, I'm really feeling you. And I know that sounds like bullshit and unlikely to be true, but, well, it's the truth. And yes, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So what else am I to do? I'm so confused why my mental's being tested. And why is my mental being tested anyway? You wanna know how I feel? You wanna see it for real? Well, I got something to spill. Bitch, you got me fucked up. 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 All this anger is really draining my soul. Been raging for a while, it's surely taking its toll. I want peace and serenity, give no hate to the enemy. Walking on this only road will end up being the death of me. It's kinda funny when you think about it. Your mind running in circles, emotions lead to spiral. That's a thinking for your mind when you're feeling idle. Sometimes you gotta let go and just accept the tidal wave. But acceptance doesn't mean compliance. In fact, it only should cement your act of sheer defiance. Don't roll over and submit because you're feeling lazy. Only dogs should do tricks, you must be fucking crazy. I'm breaking free of these metaphorical prisons. That's what's done as an adult. You have to make tough decisions. It's time to go with the flow. I got the will to explode. Yeah, you already know. Hey, you got me fucked up. Damn it. You got me fucked up. I should hear everybody. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Yeah. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up, you bitch ass motherfucker. Word to my mama, fuck you. Thank you again. Thank you again. My name is Demi God TEZUS. Thank you.
Hey, welcome to Laxin at the Lair. This is episode video 23. It's hard to believe, Pat, 23 of them. I'm your host, Chuck Gibson, and my co-host today,
Travis Dowdy.
And I'm happy to have a special guest.
Demi God TEZUS.
Actually, I like to call him DJ.
Hell yeah.
DJ.
Also known as DJ.
Yeah.
That's my real name.
Hey, so how did you find out about the Lions Lair? What was the first time you heard about it?
How did I find out about this place? It was okay. My producer Lou was looking for like karaoke spots like online. He found a few different spots. He found Lost Lakes, he found the Squire, but eventually we settled on here at the Lair. We came here in 2020.
Wow.
We came here in 2020 in
August.
In August. And I remember my like very first set on stage. It was like nerve-wracking. And that was back when like Mitch, Zach, a bunch of other people like That's a Release, Eric.
It's a family here.
Yeah, like I'm naming a bunch of veterans that come to Lions Lair.
Yep.
Yeah, when we were all like congregating like constantly. Baby Houseman was here
Oh my
every
God, yeah, I
week.
gotta include her.
Tex, Baby, they were here all the time.
Every week.
Every week.
Me too.
Yeah. Captain Larry LaRue, man, he was what really got me like coming every week because he freestyles and he's so good. He's just so funny. Like it's awesome.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
I guess it kind of, how long have you been actually doing this?
So actively making music. To start, I made my very first song in 2019. That was a song I released 3 years after, in again 2022, with my producer Lou, who I met at Mile High Spirits initially. He was a bathroom attendant there.
Oh my God.
No, dude's so funny. Dude's so funny. He like.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, dude's so funny. He asked me, he was like, "What kind of music do you make?" And I was like, "I basically like anything that is not country." And he was like, "Okay, why don't you come over one day to the studio? I'll see what you're working with, and then we'll go from there." I showed him the very first song that I made, and he was like, "You need to drop this like yesterday." So.
That's cool.
So officially, I've been like seriously making music since 2022. But my very first song I ever made was in 2019.
Nice. When it comes to how you and Lou work, like what is kind of your process? Is Lou doing beats first, or do you have like an idea for the track first, or even on beat influence, things like that? What's kind of your process with him?
To start, when we first started out, it was him giving me a bunch of beats that he had like just on hand. And I would just go through it like day in and day out and just like see what really fit my motif as far as like how I wanted to proceed with my image going forward from where I was at. Which to start, I had no image.
Sure.
And so I settled on some like old school boom bap beats a lot, and okay, all right. I will no longer say I can't freestyle, but my freestyling is shit.
Okay.
But with that being said, when I first started making music, I've always, even to this day, I write everything out, and that is my creative process. I'll listen to a beat literally like more than 100 times just to get the song done.
Right.
And so, what was the first song we did? Oh, yeah. The very first song I ever made with Lou was called Down Bad. It was a diss track on my ex because I was a petty light-skinned nigga who just couldn't get over his emotions at the time. Still that man to this day.
Aren't we all, man?
And so I wrote 2 verses on that song. My friend and honestly like my brother, Baby Lucci, he wrote the hook to that song, and one of my longtime friends, Jay, she's like a sister to me, but she wrote the very last verse on that song. It's on Lou's page. It's Lucci Lou on like all platforms, and it's called Down Bad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm just kind of curious, how long did you usually take to make one of yours?
How long does it take to make a song?
Make a song, yeah. Like, I mean...
Well, it depends on the vibe.
It seems like it's going to... Yeah, but
it
seems
really
like
depends on the vibe because, like, I have a longtime friend, like, is like a... You could say to a T childhood friend because when I first moved here, I was 18.
Okay.
And when I met my homie that I'm talking about, he was 16. He might have been a little younger.
Damn.
Yeah, because he's 20 now.
Okay.
He's 20 now. And so...
can't even get in here.
Yeah, right. He will after October. He'll be able to after October. Y'all will meet him eventually.
Right.
All right, that's cool.
But his name is Chesco. Musically, he goes by Chesco. And me and him have written... We made a beat and wrote a song all in a day.
Yeah.
So...
Hell yeah.
But then there have been other songs that I've done with Lou, for instance, that have taken me quite literally maybe more than 2 months, and like that's my fault, but like it's just how the situation went. You know?
Was that more due to like, you know, you're still trying to figure out what, like, you know, in the writing where you wanted to go with it, or was it like just slow down and life gets in the way, or like
it was a little bit of both. It was a little bit of both. I feel like I'm constantly facing turmoil. Like,
aren't we all?
like right now, for instance, my car like shit on itself the other day. Literally, like I was driving to work and it just stopped.
Oh no!
Like the engine just completely cut off. Like battery was still running, but I'm like, what is happening? It was the alternator. The alternator blew.
Yep, been there.
My brother David, Bigot Motors, is a very good mechanic. I can give you his card.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
He's been a mechanic for 50 years. He listens to a car.
We can talk about that later.
He's a mechanic whiz.
We can definitely talk about that later.
You were talking about image earlier, in that, like, you know, when you start out, you don't have one. Like, what did you kind of, when you were initially starting out, would you think the image that you wanted versus what it's evolved into now, and kind of like walk me through what you thought it was going to be versus what it is, or is it the same, or?
So, when I first started making music, a lot of people I surrounded myself with made what I will call trap music, or, you know, just for a layman's term, like, you know, gangster rap.
Sure.
And I'm not a gangster, you know. I'm what very few can call an educated black man, and so I like to try and be intelligent with my rap and the way I'm portraying or delivering my message. And I use a lot of big words.
It's working.
I like to try and use a lot of big words.
It's really working.
And use them correctly. And so my goal with my music is to push your perspective and make you think about what I'm saying as opposed to what you believed was right before.
Sure. When digging into a little bit of that perspective, like, what are kind of I heard a little bit tonight, and it was a fantastic set, especially as somebody who had never, you know, met or heard you before. What are like the areas and topics that you kind of really like to talk about, and those that you kind of want to address in the future?
I like to tell stories. Like you heard, like the song you heard earlier, Dead Bodies. That was me telling a fabricated story about, you know, just some like horror movie kind of scenario.
Sure.
Just about having fun on a Halloween night at parties.
Yeah.
You heard a couple of the other songs that I played tonight, like Afternoon, where the motive of that song is that, hey, sometimes I might be going through some shit. You might know that I'm going through some shit, and you could be going through some shit as well. And all of that is okay, but at the end of it all, I'm gonna see you when I see you, because I got my shit to take care of, you got your shit to take care of, and sometimes life just don't coexist.
Sure.
Sometimes, you know, they're not on the same parallel. So I'll see you in the afternoon.
Hell yeah. I got a certain vibe from the Dead Bodies track, and I was curious, like, this is just me being a music nerd on my own. Are you a fan of Clipping at all? Do you listen to their stuff?
I have no idea.
Oh, we should talk about that, because they do some really cool, like, kind of horrorcore, like, hip-hop shit, and they're really fun.
Okay.
Awesome. Tony, on to you.
All right. So what was your first paid gig? First time somebody handed you money for playing music?
Here at the Lair.
Hell yeah.
It was here at the Lair. Demi asked me if I wanted to play a show with, who was I playing with? God, that was so long ago.
It was.
Oh, it was One Before the Storm, Billy V, and I believe CDG. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was my first paid show here at the Lair.
How much did you get?
I think I made like $60.
$60.
Yeah, that was a good night.
That's a good one, man.
That was a good night.
I was like, I gave you 3 beers and $10.
I got 3 shots of Crown that night.
Oh yeah, you were good.
Tony spoils me. Tony spoils the fuck out of me. You know.
Don't ask me why.
And I love it.
How do you feel like was the response to your set that night? Like, did it kind of affirm like what you were, you know, looking for, or did it take a couple gigs to get there?
So to start, I was the last set, which was at midnight. Barely anybody was here.
Yeah.
But it was fine.
Yeah,
it was fine. The people that were here responded very well. I had a lot of people just like, like we're at a bar, and at a bar with your friends, you'd like talk and converse, no matter like who's on stage. But once in a while, you're gonna get that artist that is up there and is like mind blowing, and everybody just shuts the fuck up and they're paying attention to you. Yep. I've seen that. I've seen that happen to Baby Houseman. I've seen that happen to Ugly Summers. I've seen that happen to Bitter Boxer. I've seen that happen to Captain Larry LaRue. It is mind-numbing. Yep. It is mind-numbing. It is mind-boggling. It is beautiful, and I've seen it happen to me, and it is so. It's a euphoric feeling. It's so different.
It's worth more than the money.
It's the best drug on the planet, man. There is no high like that.
I just started playing by myself. 3 awkward claps. And for the first time, it was like last week, I was playing a song I wrote, and I realized that everybody was paying attention to me instead of looking at their phones. And it was a great feeling. It's a great feeling. And it got a good applause at the end. It really makes you feel like...
Yeah, as a comedian, I had the one set that was like the out of body experience, and like that's the highest high, like and you're just in the moment. Versus other sets like there's just one angry lady in the bar and threatens to punch me in the face.
You through the whole set.
You get all types of experience, but I'm glad your first paid gig was a hell of a good one, man. Even if there are only a couple people, it's just the people that matter in the room.
On that though, about like the bad experiences, I've seen that here at the Lair. There have been times where like. The bar is full. I mean, completely packed. People are standing. No room to walk around. It's like hot, and everybody's like farting around each other. And there was this dude. I
remember that.
You know what I'm talking about?
The fight?
No, not the fight.
Oh no.
No, but there was this dude, and I don't remember his name. A fight. But he was this bald dude. He had this great ginger beard. I'm pretty sure. And he was playing like Spanish music. Or it was like Spanish country music, and nobody, not a single person was paying attention to him at all. And on the last song, he like halfway through his set, he was like, "This is my last set of Lions Lair, by the way. Like, fuck you guys."
Oh no!
I was like, "Yo, I was paying attention to him, because like for me, if you're on stage, no matter who it is, even if you're bad, I'm gonna give you some kind of attention, even if it's very minimal."
It's the basic respect thing.
Yeah, and I just so happened to look up, and he said that, and I was like, "Oh, don't come back, don't come back, because why would you act like that? That's so fucked up."
It's hilarious.
And like towards the very end of the song, he pretty much like just stopped and like got off stage. Patrick, you were there actually. You were on sound that night. Yeah, you were on sound that night.
Patrick's seen so much crazy shit now at this point.
Hey Pat, we got any phone calls? No any answers? Oh, the phone number is 720-663-9286. I remembered it.
One more time, just for the slow people.
720-663-9286. I almost forgot it. I need my... Let's do a shot. All right, this is a perfect time for a shot.
Hell yeah.
What was your craziest gig that you were playing, or something went really crazy, or I don't know. We'd love to ask that question.
I have been blessed by the grace of God to have not yet experienced a crazy gig. On that note, I will divulge in a crazy night here at the Lair.
Go for it, man.
And this I will talk about the fight.
Yeah, that guy was an idiot.
Man. Okay.
It didn't last for a second.
It was a Wednesday, a regular night at the Lair, open mic night. It was me, my whole crew, which was like 6 people.
It was pouring raining too, I remember.
Yeah, no.
Wasn't it that night raining?
No.
All right, never mind.
No, this was, I'll get to it.
All right, sorry.
And it was like a bunch of other regulars was here. It was like a really packed night. And one of my friends, we'll call him A, was just a little too drunk, and whenever he gets drunk, he gets a little physical, a little defensive and whatnot, And so our other friend E was around him at the time and was talking shit to him, but they was talking shit to each other, and A got a little physical, started shoving E, and E shoved A back, and then A swung on E, and then E dropped A.
Oh. Yeah, it was,
So
it
he
was a
dropped.
quick fight.
So E dropped A in the lair. Then they went outside, and E dropped him again. Then A started to fight L, which was Lou. I'm just gonna fucking put that out there now. A started to fight Lou, and Lou fought him twice. Then A swung on me, and I didn't get to swing on him because Lou got a hold of him before I could do anything. And that whole night, it didn't stop there, but I'm gonna stop there for the purpose of what happened at the Lair. You know, it's like,
I just want you to know, he's your friend, not mine.
I mean, A clearly didn't see that he was losing repeatedly. My God,
No,
man! Like, no when to quit.
That whole thing lasted like 2 seconds in there. All of a sudden, he was on the ground. I was like, "What the hell, man? That nice punch." But he deserved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was across the street. Yeah. It was fucked up is that at the end of it all, he got in my car. I took him home. Like,
You took A home?
yes, I took A home.
Damn.
Well, that's a true friend.
That's a
though.
good friend, man.
You know,
Did you
like,
lecture him all the way home? Like, what?
No, it was a silent car ride because
No, he probably had 3 concussions. He had been laid out 3 times.
Belly full of shame.
Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna continue the story. When we got back to the house, A swung on me another time.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, when I tell you that it got to a point where like so he snuck me, right? He snuck me, he bust my lip, and I had him in a headlock at some point.
Yeah.
And by the time I got to that point, I was getting ready to drop this man and send him to God. or at least that's what Lou will tell you. That was the look in my eye that night.
Sure.
You know? And so, but Lou like came out the bathroom at the very right moment when I was about to do that. His look in my eye, he looked me in my eyes. He didn't say anything, but he was just like, no. And I was like, motherfucker. I let him go, and we separated ourselves for the rest of the night. He got fucked up by the dog. The dog bit his ass.
Jesus.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's karma.
And by that point, I didn't have to do anything. I felt no animosity towards him anymore.
Sure.
And because again, at the end of it all, he was drunk.
Yeah.
And I can't completely blame
And probably
you
severely
He probably broke
concussed
up with
by
a
this
girl or
point.
something, you know.
Yeah, I can't completely blame you for your actions, but like I know when to let shit go.
Right.
I'm not mad at you. I still got love for you.
Are y'all still homies?
I haven't talked to him since. I mean, like we've had
That's a no.
we've had a total of 3 conversations
Right.
after that fight. And they were mostly like,
You
coming
dropped from being friends to head
I can't
nods.
believe you drove him home and then he tried to swing on you when he got home.
He's still here in Denver. Supposedly. And if I ever saw him, I would say what's up. But that's about it.
Yeah, for sure.
I had a friend, I won't name his name, but he used to always like, he'd get drunk and he'd want to fight the biggest guy in the bar, this tiny little guy. And he tried, and one guy held him by his head. He couldn't swing on him. It's like,
Well, and there was the time that we kicked the dude out during the Christmas podcast.
yeah, we had a podcast where a guy dropped his drawers in front of us.
Yeah, and like before I could get to him, Truffles and Tony had grabbed him, and it was like a Western saloon scene. Threw him out the front door on
With
his
pants
ass.
down on his
Yeah,
knees.
pants down, bare ass, everything. It was amazing.
That's awful.
Yeah. And it was like Christmas night too, and like this dude is like probably 55 with his with his drunk ass wife.
No punchy.
Just being
No
a
punchy.
dick.
Oh no.
That's what I tell my bouncers when they get ready to throw somebody out. No punchy.
Man.
Yep.
No punch.
Yo, your
All
bouncers are cool. Your bouncers are cool as fuck.
They're all really cool. Hey, so we're going to switch over, and this is the second phase of the show.
Okay.
And we are really going to try hard to talk about the good things going on in Denver.
Yeah, no.
Because that's what this whole thing was about. I started this whole podcast to, like you're a great thing that's happened to Denver, and, just the good things. And
It's funny.
it won't banner up them.
It's only now, like halfway through 24, that I'm starting to watch the news more.
25.
I mean, it is 25.
Yes, 25.
It is 25 now. I know things are tough, especially on Colfax right now with the construction going on, but we gotta stay positive. One is we're still going strong, we're still here, and that's the thing we always need to celebrate. We definitely want, as many people to come join us in person if they can. But other positive things that are going on in Denver is, March Madness is about to start and Colorado State got in.
Okay, we got one team.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Marky, can you get us all shots for that celebration?
Yeah,
awesome.
I can handle
And
another
Mark's
shot.
the bartender here. I love this guy. He's my
And
best
then
friend.
the other one that I saw that really kind of made me smile is Bill Morris, who's one of the guys that's was a major part of building Mission Ballroom. He was a promoter in town, local musician, and all that.
Promoter.
Some of his
That's
friends
very
put
good.
up a billboard with his face on it and just said, "Happy birthday, Bill. 80 looks awesome."
That's really cool.
His
He's
face on it,
80.
like,
That's really cool.
I'm like, it's crazy that he's 80 years old now, and like,
Happy birthday, even though
happy
it's 3 days
birthday,
ago.
man!
Yeah.
Like, I hope when I'm that age, I've done enough work to where people would want to do something stupid like that for me.
That guy has done a lot for the music scene
And Mission Ballroom is a
Denver.
fantastic venue. I love that venue so
You
much.
know what's also funny? This reverse Oreo that's on this couch right now.
I knew you were going to bring that up. I was going to bring it up, but I'm like, nah, no, that's a good thing.
I feel like no,
I had to bring it up.
I
Yeah, I
can't
knew
even
you did.
finish that sentence for how it might be misinterpreted.
No, I don't want to get canceled. I'm not saying a word.
Yeah, no, I ain't saying shit either. Oh yeah, man. How many times have you done the podcast so far?
Twice.
This is number two?
my second
Yeah,
time.
the first
Hell
time
yeah.
was this when it
The
sucked.
second time we weren't this far ahead, we didn't have cameras.
No,
Yeah, no, this is the first time I've been back
Yeah.
since cameras have been brought in.
You-
But
That was fine, Mark. We all want to see your beautiful face.
the legendary Cookie Monster handing us some drinks. Right? Say hi, Mark. Man's a legend
Mark.
in town. One of my favorite parts about coming to Lions Lair is you could just ask Mark one question, and he's going to give you 8 crazy epic stories
on up
about
here. Come
bands
on,
that he's
come on.
seen throughout the years, and it's always so much fun.
I ain't getting
Mark,
back.
which one is the crown?
The darker one, I assume?
No, I don't know. Yeah.
Wait, the one with the most in it.
That smells like Crown.
The one with the most in it is Crown.
Why do you?
Because Crown's
Every
premium,
time.
baby.
No, I don't. You just give me doubles. Every time I ask Mark for a single shot of Crown, he gives me a fucking double.
Okay,
He shouldn't be doing that in front of his boss.
I don't think I've even talked to Tony about this yet, but Mark's assumptions get crazy sometimes. There was one time, so I have a tendency to come in here pretty early during the day shift on Fridays because I get off work early and, I want to come hang out. And there was one time somebody delivered a sandwich and it said it was for Travis. So Mark just automatically put a drink and a shot out for me in my seat over here on this side of the bar. Turns out the sandwich was for the guy in the tattoo shop next door, but I walked in 15 minutes later.
No
and the
shit.
shot and the drink were right there. And he's like, "No, yeah, man, of course, I always plan for you. You're that predictable." And I'm like, I got to change
Wow.
some things in my life.
Wow. Yeah, it's fucked up, Mark.
Mark is like, me and him been through a lot of shit together. Well, I'm gonna lie. We've known each other about 20 years times 2. I've known him longer than a lot of people here have been born.
Yeah, I've only known you guys for about 4.5 probably or so years, and I already feel like Mark's my older brother.
You know, every once in a
Or the
while,
weird uncle, depending on his mood.
About 3 years strong, yeah.
I'll say all the time
Mark's
I've
the
known
weird
Mark.
uncle, hell yeah.
I get pissed at him like for about a minute, and then suddenly I'm like, oh shit, it's Mark.
Oh no, it's Mark.
He say something stupid. One time he let this black girl in, and I was like, Mark, she's wasted. And she got up on stage and just got naked.
Oh, no.
And Mark couldn't see it. He was around the corner like, Mark, I told you.
Mark out. Mark out.
And
Oh, my
then
God.
she wouldn't get off the stage, and he grabbed her pizza, and she went running off the stage.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Wow.
The audacity
something else.
that some people can have when they get hammered.
You were really nice to her, though.
Well, you gotta be.
That's Mark. That's a Mark. He's a gentle giant.
Mark definitely is a gentle giant. Like, little definition.
Please put your clothes back on.
With his green shirt on today.
Right? He'll also have a
don't
crazy
own
story
one.
for you too, or crazy bands he's seen. But yeah, Colorado State.
Colorado State.
Stay.
Let's
That's
go.
about it. Was there something else you were looking that might be good?
I had those two things.
That's
That's
it?
about it. Well, I mean, also I have a restaurant recommendation if you guys haven't been to it yet.
Oh, I'm all in.
Is right behind what used to be Streets of London. That's now Tight Ends here on Colfax.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant behind it called the Porchetta House. Fantastic porchetta sandwiches. If you've never been, I highly recommend.
That's cool. That's a good thing going on. Hopefully they'll stay in business.
Right? No, they've been in business for, I want to say 3 years or so now, but they're still kind of unknown because they're just this tiny little thing tucked away behind that bar. And
Well,
I recommend everybody go
they're
check
not
them out. They
right
do
on
good work.
Colfax, so.
I got another one. I got another little restaurant recommendation for everybody. It's called Bamboo Sushi. I personally love sushi. Like, if I could have cooked and uncooked fish rolled in sushi for the rest of my life, I fucking would. And
Oh, like it's your desert island food kind of thing.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's my survival food kind
I
of
love
thing.
sushi.
And Bamboo Sushi, it's this nice little restaurant. It's like tucked away in a corner, but they have like this terrace in the back of their restaurant, and like on the inside, it's really nice. There's this sushi chef at the sushi bar, and his name is Mitch. And he's like my favorite sushi chef ever.
Hell
If
yeah.
you go there, tell him DJ sent you, and he will give you like the greatest experience of your life because that's just what he does.
All right, go check out
Fantastic
Mitch's
guitar
work.
player, songwriter.
Yeah.
He's amazing, and he's done open mic. He does sound here and shit. He's just
Mitch is-
Oh, it's that Mitch?
Yeah, Mitch is
I
also.
didn't know it was that Mitch. I didn't know it was a
Yeah,
Mitch is
sushi
also
he's
known
a
as
sushi
Uncle
chef.
Showers.
Shit, dude.
That's why you had to stop doing sound
Yeah.
here. Because
Oh,
he's
that
like-
makes sense. All right,
Mitch is
well,
also
I
known as
gotta go
Uncle
take my wife on a
Summers
sushi date and go have
Yeah.
Mitch see his work.
I have yet to go,
He
and
has
he's
a song.
pissed me about it.
He has a song out called "Forget Me," I guess, and it's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. I listen to that song all
Mitch's
the fucking
song?
time. It's such a great song.
Do you know what he goes by on that?
Ugly Summers.
Ugly Summers.
Oh yeah, no, that was actually the last interview I did here.
Yeah, it was with
as
him.
the co-host was with Mitch for Ugly Summer.
That's funny.
That song
No,
is
I've been following
so
all
good.
of him and Mateo's projects. His boy
Yeah.
that plays with him. Yeah,
I remember the first time I heard Mitch play that song, and I was like, "You wrote that?"
Yeah.
I said, "You wrote a fucking hit, dude. You got to get it out there."
Like,
That is a
it's
fucking
funny-
hit.
it's
and I
funny
should know. I've only
because-
seen 10,000 bands.
the
so.
song they did with the saxophone guy is fucking insane. I love
Oh,
that
yeah?
song. It's so good.
Like I love Mitch, and particularly why is because Lou as my producer was like the person who motivated me to get started and like take my music as far as I could. Mitch was a person who motivated me to see my musical perspective differently.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's
What was the catalyst? What did he say?
it's not so much what he said. It's more like just listening to his music. Like
Yeah.
hearing a
He's got a
different
lot of power in his
perspective and
music.
Sure.
and like just seeing what he was capable of, like just challenged me to become more. And
That's
it was
awesome.
it was great. It's been a great ride.
Surrounding yourself with people that encourage that, or people that you view as either on the same level or better than you, and everybody's just pushing each other to go forward, is the best part about the artistic community, in my opinion,
Yeah.
especially on the local level.
Yeah,
You come
Like,
here on a Wednesday night. It's
crazy.
amazing.
I'll tell you what, it's
I
funny.
love it's my family. I come in, everybody knows everybody, and we always like, "Hey, who's up? What are you up?" And we all trying new stuff, and it's just like it's a great thing. A lot of support, and
Yeah.
it's,
So like
it's made us
something
all better. I'm
Something
sure.
that Mitch does when he's performing, which Mitch is I'm pretty sure he's like 5'9", 5'11", or like no 5'9", 5'10", and he stands on the balls of his feet when he's performing.
I noticed that actually.
And what's funny is that I'm not sure who started it first, but Bitter Boxer Zach, he also does that.
I
Performs on
never
the
even
balls-
noticed.
Yeah,
I went on
And-
tour with him.
And so it's just intimidating as fuck because
Oh, I view it different than intimidating. It just gives him a bigger presence. It's not necessarily intimidating, but like it.
well,
It's,
no, like
it doesn't seem like he's making himself taller. It's just his energy is pushing himself forward, kind of thing.
well, see, because what Mitch will tell you is that he started, or at least I believe this is what he told me in a conversation we had before. Mitch only started doing it because Zach was doing it, and Mitch was intimidated by Zach doing
That's
it.
hilarious.
I have never noticed that.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and so Mitch
That's
is,
really funny.
Or no, not Mitch.
Zach and Tex were the band.
Zach is
Wow.
a fucking monster on a guitar,
Yes.
and like don't let him talk himself down because he'll do it every time. He is so humble.
He's
but
so fucking humble.
He is an absolute fucking monster on a guitar, and Zach is 5'6". He's like 5'6", 5'5". I'm taller than Zach, and watching him stand on the balls of his feet while playing is like the most intimidating
I'm
shit to me.
gonna start laughing my ass off when I see it.
Especially when I have to play after him on Wednesday. It's like,
No, you don't want to play after Zach. Nobody does.
I mean, and I'll do it, and it's like it's good, but like Zach, you know what I
Right. Well,
mean?
no, and Zach's just a straight killer when it comes to his guitar work.
I
Like
tell you a
it's
story.
amazing.
I had a gig booked at it's Pawnstock, 4,000 people. It's in the middle of McCook, Nebraska. My friend Vic runs it. It's absolutely a fucking amazing event. And the guy I was doing it with backed out, and I already booked it. And I was booked as the opening act. And so I'm sitting on a Wednesday night. I'm sitting here. I'm like, all right, I need 2 people to be in my band. Who are the best 2 people in here? And it was Zach and Tex.
Oh
Okay,
man,
nice.
We were the Lions Lair All Stars.
Yep.
Oh my God, we killed it. And then like afterwards, Vic is runs it. He's also a promoter. He's like, hey man, you guys want to go on tour? I'll set you up with 7 gigs. Go through Nebraska. You guys make a couple $100 each. And Zach's like, no. But that was his first time playing out of state and everything, and we were so fucking nervous.
Tex is another sleeping beast of a Lair.
Oh my God, his voice.
100%.
Oh man, he's got music out too, and I can't think of one right off the top of my head, but Tex's music is just so different because he challenges your view psychedelically. You know? He'll tell you himself a portion of some of the music he's made has been while he was tripping, and it's just such a different viewpoint. When
the sun explodes.
Yeah, when the sun explodes. That's my favorite fucking song by Tex.
He wrote that while we were together, and he came in. And he's like, "Hey man,
I got a song."
He always was Tex is such a perfectionist. He would have the notes, the lyrics, everything to the song he wrote the night before. I'm like, what the hell, dude? He's like, this is you sing these backups here. And I'm like, okay, I got you, man.
Yeah.
But we just had a blast. It was a really good time. And we're talking about getting back together, maybe. So
that's good.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome, man. It is one of my favorite things about the Lair in general is you could walk into any type of vibe at any point, and you just kind of don't know what you're gonna get. I came in on a random Tuesday a couple weeks ago, and it happened to be all I hear is basically a rock band doing Backstreet Boys and killing it. And then they drop, and they all dress they've played in the 70s forever, and they clearly have a 70s rock vibe. And they drop into 2 70s rock tracks from late 60s. Yeah. But hearing them, them playing Backstreet Boys completely fits, and it was just a cool version of it. Right. You just kind of never know, what vibe you're going to get here. It could be hip hop, could be awesome comedy, could be rock, could be bluegrass, could be country. It's one of the.
But everybody supports everybody.
Right. And it's one of the things I've been trying to promote on social media.
For example, shout out to the White Moms.
Oh, the White Moms are so good.
Dude, I'm trying to get them on the podcast.
They're so good.
I met those guys.
They blew me away.
At my second show playing here. I think I went on before them. Who was playing that show? This was I think One Before the Storm was also there. I can't remember the other guy. He had long hair. That was his most defining feature that I remember about that guy, that he had long hair about the second act. But then there was me who was performing, and then right after me was the White Moms. And
oh my God,
Oliver, Bruce, Cisco, they're fucking hilarious. Those guys literally blow me away every single time. And Cisco in particular, he's so friendly. I'm hoping closer to the summer, either summer or end of May, to start working with Cisco as far as like making music.
I was gonna hope you were gonna say that, and then I also want to hear you do a verse on a White Moms track. I think that'd be fucking amazing.
You know, it's funny. Like I asked them one time after my set, or after a set I was playing. I'm not sure if it was that set in particular or like a day they were just there randomly. But I asked them like, "Hey, what do you guys think of my music?" And they were like, "We like it, but you got a little growing to do." And I was like, "Think fuck."
Right.
Because to be told that like I have room to improve and that there's more that I can do is so refreshing.
Well, and that's the real shit, not blowing smoke up your ass.
Yeah.
You know, somebody asks me honestly about something, and if I see something wrong, I'll tell them. Like, if it's somebody I know, because I don't tell bands they suck anymore.
It was funny because it was people I didn't know, and like people who were like bigger than me, and like they did a contest. For like in like I think it was like Fort Collins or something, and I think they came out in like second place. The grand prize was like $5,000.
Damn.
Right. I think they came out in like second or third place, but like to go that far is like that's fucking
huge.
awesome. Yeah, and I think they were like up against like maybe 500 other like different crews or whatever.
Those guys are awesome.
Or like individuals, you know. So yeah, those guys are like on just a whole nother level for me.
I bought their first shirt, and it's the ugliest fucking shirt.
Oh no!
So you will see it next week. I will be wearing it during the podcast because every time I wear it, people are like, "What the hell is that?"
Well, all right. So
I love the shirt.
That means we gotta get me one of the new ones so we can compare the designs.
Those guys are amazing, and they're very supportive. Like they have one Saturday a month here, and they bring in acts, and they're always really fucking good. So nice. I really like. They've really made hip hop back into this place. And you too, and like, you know, it's good.
You know, it's like you look at their crew, and it's funny to me because you look and you're like, I wonder which one of them can't really rap. And you look at Oliver and you're like, Oliver. You look at Oliver and you're like,
I think he's up there. You're like, holy shit.
Yo, Oliver, when I tell you Oliver is on a whole nother level, like Oliver is like, if he ever goes solo, he will like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like all three of them, if they all go solo, it would be like
That's
crazy.
so funny you said that.
Oliver like alone is a fucking monster.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. All right, well, we're going to come to the final part because we've got to end this. Yep. Got any gigs coming up?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Well, then it's on you, audience. Let's get them some gigs.
Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, I don't have any music shows coming up. I have a art show coming up because I also, like...
you're an artist?
Yeah, I paint.
What's your medium?
So I use acrylic for painting, but I also make jewelry as well. And I make, like, beaded jewelry.
Hell yeah.
Like for example, this thumb or like this ring on my thumb is something I made.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I gotta hit you up because I'm super allergic to metal, so I need stuff that's all one piece.
I love working with crystals and like jewelry and shit like that.
Hell yeah, man.
Cool. I make necklaces, bracelets.
Where can they find that? You got a site?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have a shop that we could link or anything?
I have an Instagram for my art. It's called The Walker's Trail 716, and under that page, whenever I'm at shows, I go under the alias Terrell Walker.
I like it.
Yeah. Terrell Walker. That's
Terrell
like Chuck
Walker.
Gibson, man. That's my name.
You know, it's like it's my middle name. Terrell is my middle name. And I will not tell you where Walker comes from, so mind your fucking business.
Sure.
But
I'm gonna assume it's Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the next question is where can we get hold of you? Like,
yeah. So my art Instagram is The Walker's Trail 716. My music Instagram is Demi God TEZUS. That's TEZUS. Demi God TEZUS. Yeah. And then on literally any platform, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, except SoundCloud. You could look there. I wouldn't suggest it because you're gonna find like bare bones shit and like nothing that I like. I won't say I don't want anyone to hear, but nothing that's gonna interest anyone, including myself. But like, yeah, you can find me on like the big three platforms.
It's pretty crazy because I've been playing music for 30 years, and I had a friend of mine. We played in a lot of bands, and he's like, "Dude, let's get on YouTube and see like how many songs are, and now it's just like, how the fuck did they get that recorded?
Somebody
like,
in an audience somewhere recorded and posted it.
I'm lucky
somewhere.
I'm not canceled. People don't know who I am. I was in a bad punk rock band. It was ugly. It was fun. But so now we come to the part of the show which I love. You get to ask us a question. Me and Travis will try to answer them as honestly as possible.
I'm an open book.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Something that stuck with me. You said you're a comedian.
Well, yeah. I guess the better way to put it is formerly a comedian, because I haven't regularly performed in a couple years. But yeah, so former comedian, Colfax degenerate. You know, whatever you want to. Whatever you want to read into that.
What would you say was like your best moment on on doing a gig?
Okay, yeah. So I kind of referenced it earlier with that out of body moment. Is there was a gig I was doing. It was an awesome show, and it was overall, pretty small. I think there was maybe only, 20, 30 people in the audience. It's overall small, but we just vibed. So are they because kind of the way that I work with my comedy is I'll do a couple short jokes up top because I'm really a storyteller, and that's what I want to get into.
Right.
And it's kind of vulnerable stuff. I'm willing to embarrass myself, talk about my past, whatever. Yeah. And we were just we just caught a vibe from the beginning instead of me having to work to get there. And I literally felt like I was outside of my own body watching myself perform. Yeah. And that gave me the freedom and the comfortability to, improvise a little bit, throw in some small tags here and there. And it was just one of those moments of after a 10 minutes set, it felt like it was 30 seconds. And next thing I know, I'm off stage. But it was, it is that feeling that every artist, performer craves of it's working. I'm in the moment. Yeah. And I'm just enjoying myself, and I know the audience is on that ride with me.
Yeah.
And it was the best feeling in the world, and that's why I've always said, in every performer I'll tell it to you. I know you know it. That's the best drug in the entire world. It's the best high you'll ever fucking get.
That's why I keep doing it.
I actually tried my hand once here at the Lair on a Monday night trying to do comedy.
Yeah.
My first time going, I was actually better than I thought. PJ.
Yeah, PJ's my roommate.
I'll tell an embarrassing PJ story. No, about me, not PJ.
But PJ acknowledged that I had potential.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's a big thing because they got
PJ knows his shit though.
He didn't say that to me.
But
or me.
He was harsh about it.
Don't ever do that again.
He was harsh about it. He was like, you made me laugh. But you could there were places where you could have done better for sure. Right.
And
so I was like, no, I appreciate that. And then I tried again on the next week, and I just did horribly. It was awful. Couldn't make good jokes. Nobody laughed at all at a single joke I made. And PJ was like, just don't. I was like, okay, all right, I'm sorry.
Go back to your music.
I mean, that's part of the game, though, man. That's everybody has those.
I tried comedy. I did it 4 times. And the last time PJ saw me, he's like, dude, you don't.
It's all right. I think I still have.
I was on my first show was really good, and then after that, I don't know. You got to be funny again, and you got to have new shit, and nobody. I can't.
I think I still have the record for the shortest Gong Show set.
Really?
Oh no, Mark took it over a few months ago.
Like
I was here. It was like the early days of the Gong Show. I'd been drinking here for a few hours. I was hammered. Didn't even have my notebook on me. But I was like, I don't know, fuck it, I'll do it.
Out there,
fucking PJ was the first day that PJ and I met actually, and he gonged me 15 seconds past 2 minutes.
Wow.
But that also started our friendship because I walked off stage. I was like, yeah, that's deserved.
All right, Tony.
Yeah,
what's a question I have for you?
There's so many.
Right, no, because okay.
I'm waiting for this one.
I got a good one. What's a crazy experience you had when you went to your trip on Japan?
Oh, hell yeah. Great question.
Yeah. I want to know about something that's crazy.
I didn't even hear this story. Yeah. I want to know what he says. Hell yeah, man.
Tokyo is a fucking crazy place. And first of all, my son brought this up. He said, in Japan, you don't see people in wheelchairs or blind or anything. But Tokyo had the greatest braille system. You could follow it by the vipers. And I was like, he's right. And then he's like, oh, they put him in an island. I was just we were just laughing. But when I got off the train, we took the bullet train from where my son was stationed to Tokyo on the train, 200 miles an hour. And I went to the conductor. I said, how fast are we going? In miles, he's like 198. And I was like, you couldn't make it 200, could you? But I landed in Tokyo, you know, and you get off the train. It's just like you know, Manhattan or whatever. There's thousands of people everywhere. But there's all these, like, it's sad. I don't know if I say it, but craziest thing where, like, 12, 13-year-old girls handed me cards, like, need a date.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
What?
Japan's got a different culture, man. It's kind of hard to see that.
What?
That's crazy.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like, don't hand me that. I don't want it, girl. Get away.
All right, can I do a positive follow-up on this question?
Yes.
What was the best meal you ate while you were there?
I had, this is great, sushi. When my first day,
Naturally.
I'm in Japan, and my son's like, we gotta go eat sushi. And he's like, this is the best place ever. And I'm like, all right. And it was like a conveyor belt. You'd order from the table,
Yeah.
and then a conveyor belt would open up, and it'd bring you a plate of sushi, you know? And there was like 8 of us, and we had like at least 100 plates. And we all had drinks except for my son. You can't, if you even have any alcohol in your system, they throw you in jail for a month and take your license.
Really?
For permanently.
Wow.
Japan, you do not drink and drive. So he's like, don't worry, Dad, we get trashed at home. And then like at the end, there was like, we all had dessert, everything, you know, and I just used my credit card. I'm like, geez, that's gonna be like $1,000.
There's a place here in Denver actually that kind of does the same thing. It's called Sushi Rama.
Oh, my wife loves sushi ramen, dude.
They have like a conveyor belt as well.
Old sushi boat type place, hell yeah.
So
And they the plates are color coded for like what
It's the same as the other
sushi
one.
is what, and then like based on what color the plate is, also determines the cost. You can easily spend up to like $80 or $120 there for between like
So,
my max number of plates.
sushi, at least 10. I love sushi.
16.
What?
Yeah.
I have done 32.
yeah, my wife loves sushi.
Since I need to go with you. Since I need to go with you. What the hell?
Right,
Yeah, no, her and my best friend,
you
like,
did that. I was
go
like,
hand
hello?
weird.
Alone.
So, you know,
32 by yourself.
yeah. Here,
That's
Myself.
of what? Of what though? Because
All variety.
see, because the only reason.
Yeah, she's doing nigiri
Now, here-
rolls, like,
the
fucking
only reason
all of
why
it.
the only reason why I even think that's possible is because sometimes you get plates that have like only 2 sushi rolls on
Let
there,
me say one.
but then you get ones that have like 4 or 5. So I don't know.
It's fancy.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is where it's going to be crazy for you because I know the end of Tony's story. Tell me
Okay.
what your bill at Sushi Rama is, and then ask Tony what he spent in Japan at that restaurant.
Oh yeah. So 16 plates by myself. I think I might have spent like 57 between $57 or $67.
It's so
Let's say
funny
that.
you said
How
that
much money
about-
you spent, Tony?
well, you know, you do the charge, and I'm like, oh, everybody, you know, I mean, there's 8 people there. It's just friends. Bye. You know, whatever you guys want. Let's get drunk. And you know, you take your credit card. I don't know what's at the ends. I couldn't tip. So then I looked the next day, $57
For 8 people.
for 8 people in Japan. So it's insane there how cheap things are, but it costs a lot
That's
of money
bullshit.
to get there. It's not bullshit. I should
That's bullshit.
And then my son was like, I told you it was cheap as
You
shit.
can't even do omakase here for under
$200
$200.
A fucking feast worth of sushi.
Nobody served us. It's just that thing would open up, there would be our drink. Thing
Bro.
would open up, there would be our drink.
Bro.
It was so crazy. I really thought it was going to be. I really
me and
thought
my
it was going to
brother
be
were
like
talking about doing a trip to Japan
$400,000.
this summer.
Oh, we go.
I'm going. I'm going to Japan.
They got these things too. I like seltzers. They
Yeah.
have these. They're like 20 ounce. They're called high-lows. They're like $1 a piece, and they're
Wow.
like 9% to 12% alcohol and no calories.
Wow.
I think that's where the seltzers.
And I
came
thought living in a small college town in Northern California and we had bars that had buck nights was crazy.
from. Right.
Like, damn.
They still have them there. And then, like, here's
And
the
that was
thing: if
12
you're at
years
the
ago.
Tokyo airport, flying out of Tokyo, there's a 7-Eleven there, and they sell alcohol there, and you got to buy up because they're $1 a piece. And like, I literally was at Tokyo airport, spent like $10, got like drunk, and had 5 drinks that I smuggled onto the plane, And then I landed in LA. I had a beer and a shot. It was $40.
Jeez.
That's awful.
Because they had a 20% tip automatically and everything. I was just like, well, it was a double shot. You know, supposedly I got a discount. Oh my God.
$57 for 8 people.
Anyways, we should end this because we had to move on. But this has
been so much fun, man.
You're an amazing artist, man. I wish you luck all the way. You know, I support the hell out of you, and anything I can do, you know it's calling me.
Yeah.
We'll get you a gig soon.
Thank you.
Promise you.
No, especially after your set, because I didn't know you before this. I'm adding a bunch of your shit to my playlist. Like,
we got
fire, man.
We got sponsors. If anybody wants to sponsor us, get a hold of us, man. I'll mention you every week.
Yeah,
I got Chuck Gibson tattoos, and I got Electric Grenade photography, and of course Demi's Animal Shelter.
Always,
she's amazing.
And like if you listened to my music earlier, I also was I played a song that was unreleased, which, like, to give you a clue, I have a bunch of unreleased music coming out. I'm hoping to have, I think, our 420 album or EP or something of the sort come out by 420 this year. So if you follow me, if you follow Lucci on any of our platforms, or if you find our Royal Fam Entertainment YouTube channel, that's our entire label. Look forward to that coming 420. Thank you.
I gotta thank my sound engineer and edits and puts this.
Yeah, shout out to Patrick.
Patrick's the shit.
Patrick.
We love Patrick.
Nagel? Yeah. God damn it, I just said it right. Yeah, Patrick Nagel is an amazing guy, and he really does great sound here. So this has been episode 23, and thank you, DJ.
Yeah.
Thank you a lot, man. It's good to learn a little bit more about you. So we see you every Wednesday.
Do some,
and we'll be here Wednesday if you want to come down.
Right?
Yeah, if you ever want to meet me, like, on a regular night, or after this, I'm here on Wednesdays. So try and come and perform. Hang out with the rest of the crew. Be cool.
Man. Well, thank you.
We'll do some reverse outros. Say your name.
My name is Demi God TEZUS.
I'm Travis Dowdy.
And Chuck Gibson.
Have a
Good
great night, y'all.
everybody.